It is amazing how many teams, what they do to young quarterbacks. It just feels like more young quarterbacks are ruined than developed. Sam Darnold was supposed to be the safe pick in that draft by the Jets, but the Jets weren't ready for Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Most teams give up on these quarterbacks after 2 or 3 years. Here's Sam 8 years in, and now he wins his Super Bowl. But can you be cautious at that position? Because it doesn't feel like coaches, general managers are.
Well, I don't know if cautious is the right word. I always thought this, Dan. I think when you look at the Seattle Seahawks this year, I think they were the most balanced team in the National Football League. When you talk about special teams, Jason Myers, and they got Dickinson, who's maybe the best punter in the National Football League. We saw it play out yesterday with some of the punts he had down the ball inside the 5-yard line. Rashid Shaheed, all of a sudden, as a punt return, they pick him up at the draft. A solid defense, as we talked about, one of the best in the National Football League. And then you look on the offensive side of the ball, Jackson Smith and Jigba. I mean, one of the best receiver, offensive player of the year. And then you have a two-headed running back with Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet. And don't forget about him through the course of that week. And that helps that offensive line. So Sam Darnold became just a piece of that. And I think to a large degree, that's where it was on the other side with Drake May. His legs got them there, but there was a defense, it was a running game, it was special teams. They did all the little things that it took to get there. So I think if there was ever a message that said, we don't have the quarterback, let's go get the quarterback to win a championship, I think yesterday proved that it's more about getting a complete team and building a team. And when that special guy comes along, I go back to the same thing that's what we try to do in Pittsburgh. And we won some playoff games with different quarterbacks, but when we had a special guy come along like Ben Roethlisberger, that's when championships come along. So I think that's the biggest thing. But along the way, you build that offensive line, you build that defense, you get a special guy like Devin Weatherspoon who can play multiple positions and be kind of an impact player, and you get a running game like with a Kenneth Walker, and then a special number one receiver. So you build the things around it. I said, if you build it, they will come, and they may be that quarterback that you're waiting for that can fill that void. And for Sam Darnold, he was that guy for them this year. And I think, again, for Drake May, a young quarterback, they got there. His future is very bright ahead of him.